Yeah, it's your boy Crypto Blood. Welcome to another episode of My Two Satoshis. Yay! It is May 31st, 2018. We're rocking out to some Ice Cube. This is a classic. We all know that. Ghetto Bird. Yes, this is a monster track. Dow Jones. Thank you for the song request. What's going on, people? Hope you guys are doing well here and there. I've got two angles going on, trying something new. Always looking to improve. I was talking to my man Coco. Shout out to my man Coco in the Webbot room. He works on movie sets and stuff. He's trying to help me get the color temperatures and all that stuff, gradients together. I don't know anything about this stuff. When I started this channel, it was the first time I ever dealt with AV really on a hands-on basis. So shout outs to him for assisting me, or he's going to be assisting me because I need some help, people. But I hope you guys are doing well today. Markets are up slightly as we speak, and really what I'm excited about, I don't know if you guys remember back at the beginning of the year, I said I was going to participate in this one ICO called Storiqa. Well, we're going to talk about them today. Some major news from them. They're up over 237% this week alone. I'm happy. And those who did get in after I mentioned it, or even if I didn't mention it, if you saw it yourselves and got in, I'm sure you guys are happy as well. More to come with that company though, I think, and we'll talk about why. Also, shout out to my man Ed, and Eddie for sending me this email. I'm not part of the Tezos group foundation email newsletter or whatever. I didn't participate in the ICO, but he did, and got some interesting news coming out from that foundation. We'll take a look at that. You know, that's Cliff's MysteryCoin, so this should be interesting. This should definitely be interesting. But first, you know the routine. We're gonna check out that market cap. We're sitting at 333 third degree, like a mason. Looking kind of good. Bitcoin's dominance has dropped a little bit at 38.75%. And green, man, green for the hour, green for the 24-hour. And Bitcoin for its last 7 days is just now above break even, about 0.5% up for the last 7 days. Ethereum, Ripple, Bitcoin, Cash are still down. EOS is doing well. It's back up. EOS, as you guys know, tomorrow will start the countdown for the token registration. So make sure you guys do that. You got to make sure you register those tokens or get them to an exchange, or you can go and check and see if your Ethereum address is compatible with the fallback mechanism they've designed. Block One has designed. So just check into that. But overall, looking better a little bit, guys. Looking better. Let's take a look at this chart though. Let's take a look at this chart. So again, I told you guys yesterday we needed to stay above this red line, and we actually ended up doing that. So we had a slam down and it looked like we may be heading back lower, but I told you the other day I thought that the price action was looking healthy. All I need to see to keep that sentiment, to keep that position, in my opinion, we need to see above 7,600. So just keep 7,600 in your mind as you go about the day. But ultimately, we have to get above 7,900. Just say 8,000 is where I would really say, okay, we're possibly making a turn for the better. So just keep that in mind, and I'll keep an eye on that as well. But today, the first one, I'm happy about this, man. I was looking at the portfolio yesterday, and I'm like, what the hell? So I see Storiqa. I covered this, and I may leave a link to this, to the video I did about Storiqa in the description of this video. But I did a video earlier this year. Said I was going to, I found an ICO called Storiqa. It looked compelling. I thought that their marketing pitch was bigger than Amazon or something. Something along those lines. I'm like, come on now, well, that's not going to happen. But I did like the vision. I like the branding. I like the name. Those little things are important to me. I like the name Storiqa. That's a very friendly to the ear type of name. And you know, it may sound crazy, but those types of things to me make a difference. But anyway, Storiqa put out a tweet, and this is why they were up yesterday over 120%, I believe. But it says here, bet the house on and go to the moon with Storiqa. Read the review of Storiqa in the article 20 cryptocurrencies to bet the house on by Nasdaq. So Nasdaq has actually talked about Storiqa and said that this is a ICO startup that we should be looking at. So this is huge, man. This is going to be just the start. I was telling my buddy, this is only the start for Storiqa and money supply and capital flowing into Storiqa. I didn't know this, and maybe I overlooked it in the white paper, but I noticed that they're actually going to be in 2019 building out their own mainnet, their own blockchain. They're not going to be using Ethereum. Quite naturally, we understand why. Won't be able to support such a platform as Storiqa, but they're making moves, man, and I'm just very excited. I wanted to update you guys, those who do remember me talking about it. But let's take a look at this article from Nasdaq. I'll leave a link to this as well. It says there's 20 cryptocurrencies to bet the house on. Says here, Consensus 2018, or colloquially known as the annual Bitcoin conference, was supposed to generate investment enthusiasm towards cryptocurrencies. While most conference participants were indeed passionate about the overall blockchain industry, someone needs to tell that to the Bitcoin price. Yeah, I ain't no lie about that. I'm gonna read you the one about Storiqa. So I'm just gonna scroll down here. So as you can see, EOS is actually on here as well. Wow, I didn't even know that. But on to Storiqa. This portion of the article talks about Storiqa, and it says the ultimate goal for blockchain proponents is to create a fully functional digital economy. At present, however, this is just a pipe dream. Traders passionately exchange different cryptocurrencies, but when it comes time to cash out, they do so literally. Storiqa would like to change this mindset. Developed as a literal market for cryptocurrencies, you can use your blockchain tokens to buy and sell physical goods. Not only that, Storiqa allows you to monetize your business reviews. Think Yelp, but get paid for it. If this sounds like a Silk Road 2.0, keep in mind that this is a Moscow, Russia-based venture. Thus, our administration is unlikely to pursue sanctions. So it goes on to caution the reader by saying, as far as the Storiqa altcoin, they are very cautious. Priced at 0.4 of a penny. That was then, not anymore. It's over a penny now. Storiqa is incredibly speculative. That said, $1 will give you 251 units of this stuff. So it may be worth a shot, if only for amusement's sake. I don't know. I think it's more than just an amusement. I think, like I told you guys, I thought that the platform, the business model was good. And again, it's a lot about image. It's a lot about branding. They evidently have that. They know how to come across very professional, and I think they'll have some legs, especially overseas. So it's funny though, I just received an email this morning. I was going to report on this yesterday. I planned on reporting on this, but I received an email this morning from them talking about their latest updates. They've actually released their beta MVP version as well of their store. So they actually had some type of alpha MVP before the ICO even started. I was playing around with it, but they're releasing the beta, or have released the beta. So check it out, man. This is I think this is going to be huge, especially at where the price is. If you want to just play on the market cap, this may be something to look into. Of course, I'm not giving financial advice. I'm just trying to give you guys a heads up on stuff. If we take a look really quickly before I move on to the next topic, I'm just going to look at Storiqa and see. Yeah, their market cap is 100 million. So they were well lower than that. They were under 100 million. They were like at 50 million or 60 million just a couple days ago. So looking pretty good here. And if we look at the chart, they hit a high of almost 2 cents yesterday. Pretty interesting. We'll see what happens. I think with this recommendation by Nasdaq, this is only probably the beginning of the capital flows into this token, and with such a small market cap, you're going to see a lot of gains in this, I think. But we'll see. Just wanted to give you guys that update on Storiqa. But on to the other article, which is really about this mystery coin here, which Cliff High finally said that he thought it was Tezos, and he gave two scenarios, one being that they would get through litigation and actually roll out their platform, and then people, you know, would get their tokens and they would appreciate, or the latter being, and he thought this would actually happen, the latter being that lawsuits would hold up things for years, and then they will finally roll out and just return everyone's tokens, initial ether investments. So I don't know if that, it doesn't look like that latter scenario is going to happen. So this is an email screenshot that I took from my buddy Ed and Eddie. He sent this over to me. He said, it says here, preparations for Tezos launch. Dear Tezos community, after reaching fundamental milestones in recent months, we are excited to announce that final preparations for the Tezos beta network, Betanet, are underway. As we approach the launch of the Betanet, you will receive additional details via the email on Tezos.com. Preparations for the Betanet. The Tezos community has been running the AlphaNet, a test network, successfully for well over a year now. Although this provided valuable engineering insight, there is no substitute for real-world experience. To that end, the Tezos Foundation looks forward to the launch of the Betanet. Tezos contributors who opt to interact with the network must understand that it will undergo unscheduled downtime and require maintenance and adjustments. We anticipate a broader mainnet launch to follow, with transactions from the beta persisting into the mainnet. So that's part one of the actual email. Part two says check your contribution. So a Genesis block will be produced by the Tezos Foundation at the Betanet launch. To prepare for this, it is imperative that all contributions verify their donation, regardless of size. To confirm that it was received by the foundation intends to recommend allocations in this proposed Genesis block for donations of any size that were received during the fundraiser, but they must appear in the Check Your Contributions tool. Click the Check Your Contributions link below to access the tool and enter the Tezos public hash key that was included on your PDF document you created during the fundraiser. Only use this link and do not enter any other information besides your public key. So it kind of just goes over the instructions on how to check your contribution. What do you guys think, man? I don't know. Now I'm like really confused about whether or not this is actually the mystery coin, or if now we're looking at how Centra is going down, if Centra is actually the mystery coin that Cliff High talked about. I told you guys that I talked to Cliff way back last year when this was all going down about what was the mystery coin. He had this language in his data, and he told me in private, like, yeah, at that point it was private. He's like, yeah, I don't know, it could be, I'm showing that it could be Centra or it could be Tezos. So I don't know, people. I bought some more Centra maybe about a month and a half ago, just to see what the hell happens. I don't know. I'm not banking on it. But at a penny and a half, you can't beat that. Can't beat that if they end up coming through on the other side as a successful business. But you guys have to let me know, what do you think about this Tezos news? They're launching their Betanet. Also, let me know about this Storiqa. Did you know about it? I'm excited. I think it's going to have some room to really grow. It's going to be another, I'd say 10x from here minimum in the next 6 to 8 months. I can see, you know, I don't know, but I'm just kind of feeling, if you $100 million is nothing in this game of overvalued tokens. So just imagine with the Nasdaq recommendation, people are going to start slowly moving capital into all the top 20. Check them out. I'll leave a link to the whole article. You can check out EOS is on there, Steam is on there. I saw a few others as well. But that's pretty much it. Today is the last day for you to get any of that merch for 25% off. Use that promo code MDAY18. Make sure you guys do that by the end of the day. It's your boy Crypto Blood. You know the routine. Like, subscribe, click the bell, all that good stuff. I'm out. Holla.